Previously on Dungeons in the Attic.
Cassian would never want us to do something like this, to gather in his name and to honor him like this. He'd hate it, but we need it. Because we're still here, and we still have a fight to win.
Cassian was a brave fighter, but the time for mourning is ending. Now I have to make you a team. Our training begins tomorrow. Why do you feel you have to do all this by yourself? This breaking off the group, the heroic act?
I have to do whatever I can to protect my team. And if that's at my sacrifice, then that's what I'll do.
Working together with them is the greatest thing you can do for them.
Then show me.
I swipe at his feet, not 20. Baby.
Okay.
Who's next?
I look at Pleiades and I'm like, me.
No, I don't. You have all the ability in the world to be a leader. What you lack is the confidence to act on that. Your team respects you. Your team trusts you.
But what if I let them down?
You won't.
Maybe I didn't know I had all this power inside of me.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
That's really crazy. I'm gonna cry.
I look at Pleiades and I say, your power is great, but power unchecked is a detriment, and you have to keep your temper in check. You cannot fight recklessly like you have been.
My flames are going from regular fire color to that green again.
And I think in this moment, you might hear a woman's voice. Unleash your rage, Pleiades. Do it. Let it out. Are you giving into your rage?
I am.
Your skin starts to glow, this green flame.
What is happening?
And in that moment, even your eyes sort of turn almost full black. Flash forward to the streets of the Arches. You four and Valeria and the Mockingbirds are rushing towards the cistern.
We're here to help.
Well, you're too late. They've already come and gone and killed our people. Izidora tried to stop us, and now look at her. Taken. Gone. By those thugs. You want to hear my advice? Flee. Run. Because no one can defeat the Witch Queen. And we're fools to think we can.
Do you have any information about where she might have been taken by these bridge burners?
No, but her son might know.
And where is he?
He's in jail. Who in the hells are you?
We come to you, requesting that you would tell us where she is so that we can help save the Moshem people in the city of Gahja'den.
Well, not a lot of help I can give you when I'm behind bars.
I'm going to heat metal on the lock.
Ding! And the molten hot lock falls out and lands at this guy's feet.
Pretty nice, huh?
Pretty nice indeed. Welcome to the Dungeons in the Attic podcast. Climb the stairs, take a seat, grab some dice. It's time to play some RPGs.
Yes.
All right. Back at it again.
Yes.
I'm your host, DM Mike, and I'm here with my fabulous players as we're about to get into Season 2, Episode 3 of the Aldebaran podcast. How we doing, guys? How's everyone feeling?
I'm a little man, just life stuff is happening, So I've been kind of tired and stressed, but I'm so excited to be back at the table and to escape to another world for a little while. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling just positive energy, excited to be around the table. And
I feel like there's going to be a good energy this episode.
yeah, I agree. We feel very unified right now. You know what I mean? Everybody at the same energy level.
Yeah, all molded into one goop. Some would say.
One good.
And it's been a couple weeks since we got to the table, so I'm very pumped to be here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've been having a real dearth of RPG games. I really need to up my RPG gaming quantity, frequency.
Did you just make that word up?
Dearth is a real word.
What is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Dearth is a lack of. It means the lowest amount of a dearth.
It's funny because I always feel like dearth means too much. Like,
No.
that's a dearth.
Wasn't he in Star Wars?
Darth Vader. Yeah, I believe, yeah.
Dearth.
Too much, Vader.
Oh, Darth Vader.
Are you guys talking about Darth Vader?
It was in
If
the
Sebulba's available.
it was in the director's cut.
A dearth is lack or scarcity of something.
He had to look it up to prove it to us.
We
I
all
believe
learned
it.
something.
I typed in DIRTH, and the AI overview said dearth, DIRTH, is a misspelling of the word
Idiot.
Dearth is a misspelling of Earth.
of the word dearth, DEARTH.
Guess
Oh,
Well,
that reminds me of one time a friend of mine was looking up like porn, but he spelled it like PRON. And like the top,
Prawn.
yeah, he was like, "Oh, prawn, the misspelling of porn, you moron."
prawn.
T-shirt check.
T-shirt
word.
check.
What do we got? All right.
So, Risto, you want to start?
All right, I'll start. I've got, I'm very proud of this one. This is Errol Otis, who was an original D&D artist. He made art for several of the like old manuals. He likes to do stuff with lots of like orifices and like tentacles, and he likes very Lovecraftian looking stuff. So he's got, I forgot, I think this is Hastur, Hastur, or some, crazy Lovecraftian god attacking a castle. And you can see his name. This is how he signs his artwork, Errol Otis, EO.
Oh, cool.
I love this shirt.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good shirt.
he's making stuff in San Fran right now with a company, and I saw it and had to buy it. He makes such cool art. His art. He made the cover for the first basic D&D edition in the 70s, I believe. It's this image of this sorceress with blonde hair, like fighting back this dragon in a dungeon toxic swamp thing. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's my shirt. All right.
Wow, so he's been around for a long time.
Errol Otis has been doing
He's a progenitor.
yeah, a lot of work for a long time. Yeah, and
So
he's
he
still
has-
doing work. That's so cool.
Was he in his late 60s?
I don't know.
He's got 70. He's got to be older than that.
Yeah.
I could be doing that at like
Maybe
20.
like 61.
He was a
First one.
kid when he started with
Oh.
actual Dungeons and Dragons, TSR.
TSR.
Yeah. So, all right, what do you got there, Stevie?
I got a shirt from Exalted Funerals. This is Old School Essentials.
Love Exalted Funeral.
Yeah, I love their stuff. They go way back into AD&D and all that stuff from the 70s, and they reboot it and kind of throw a little extra color on it. So I love their stuff.
Yeah.
This one is this is my Zell shirt actually, because it's a thief coming down trying to grab the old Titan's heart.
Nice.
Nice.
And there's all the skeletons
try not to-
trying to get it.
Yeah,
Stop
so-
him. That's cool.
Yeah, I love this shirt.
I love all the art for the Old School Essentials because they have a bunch of different iterations of the Old School Essentials manuals and handbooks and stuff, and they all feel like really like rock and roll, evocative, and specific color schemes, and it's fun to look at them.
Yeah,
so.
they're very like pulpy,
Yeah.
old.
That's exactly what
Evocative is a great word too to use for it. It's very like tactile.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was back when it wasn't cool. D&D wasn't cool. People were like, "You are in a cult."
Yeah. Which in this way is kind of cool.
Yeah. I wish I had a vintage shirt, like a vintage D&D shirt. Like
It would be falling
original
apart by now.
Oh, sure, all the holes.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Kristen, what do you got here?
All right, this is not associated with any game or D&D anything. This is just passive aggressive, grumpy stuff. This is a cat looking in the mirror and saying, I do not think, therefore I do not am.
And I love that it's a very moody black cat looking into the mirror.
I know. Yeah. I just like, because I feel like you wear a t-shirt sometimes and nobody like takes the time to actually look and see what you're wearing. So I like something that people would have to actually read and be like, oh, it's kind of funny, I have another shirt with a frog on a lily
my
pad,
favorite.
very
Oh, I love
peaceful
that.
setting. And then, oh man, what does it say? It's so funny.
Rage consumes me.
Yeah, it says that it's the frog on the lily pad saying "Rage consumes me." I love that. Yeah,
Didn't you wear that last week?
I think I did week before last week.
I was like,
Oh,
we weren't here.
Yeah, I think it was season 2, episode 1.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me. Passive aggressive, salty kitty cats.
I love them.
Speaking of kitty cats, I have F1 Hello Kitty. I don't remember where I bought this. I just like, oh, this is such a funny shirt. And I'm like, nobody commented on it the first day I wore it. I'm like, this is such a weird shirt. No one said anything about it.
Maybe they were afraid of you.
I was just
Probably.
about to say
Yeah.
that.
I'm wearing an Indy Hartwell shirt. She's an independent wrestler, new ACW champion, ACW Wrestling, not a sponsor yet.
Didn't you go and like meet her in real life or something?
I did. She's very sweet. She charged me
Wow.
$30 for the shirt.
Did you faint?
Did she sign it?
No, she was like, no. I have a picture that she signed though. It just says her name and to Vin. She wore a lot of Luis's. It was very sweet. I think I was just like weird guy at wrestling show to her, and because you can't approach that and be like, hey, I'm like one of the chill ones. You know what I mean? Like
I'm one of the good guys.
yeah, I know what I look like at a wrestling show, which is most of the people there.
Sure.
Yeah. But I had a pretty good grasp on talking to people. So. But then she
Yeah.
was like, she took like a weird shot. She was like, yeah, the people who love wrestling, it sort of like consumes their life. And then looked at me and I was like, I'm like paying your salary right now, I'm pretty sure. So
Do you not want me to love you?
I do. She's great. I yelled to her. I was like, I love you, Indy. She's like, I love you. And then
Yay.
I bragged. I talked shit to everybody
I would
in
not
the
take-
immediate area. I was like, she loves me.
I would not take that disrespect stand.
Challenge her for a championship.
Wow.
That was my big thing. I was like, in the picture, I was like, can I hold the women's title, please? God, it's a big belt. Good belt.
I want the heavyweight one.
All right, so we have to get into
The episode.
addict tokens.
Yes.
Got to give away
Yes.
Are we missing one?
our
The
reroll
fourth?
tokens.
Because I never
someone-
spent mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know you like to keep yours close.
Keep your coins close.
And your coins closer. Just keep them all.
So let's talk who deserves a coin from last session.
Immediately Maeve.
Oh, I thought immediately Tusk. Well, sorry. Why?
Maeve's character, I think, cleared the course so easily. She had very few fumbles and she had great ideas and she
Assaulted Pleiades.
like
That was
Aggressively.
A cool moment, honestly, to
Awesome.
keep rolling.
You've
eights
never
on
done that to
eights.
an enemy.
I don't know. I just think your character really, out of the three of us, went through her course relatively easy.
That's so funny that you say that because I remember I had a couple of big failure rolls right away, which made Maeve have to really lock into the challenge.
And that's what I'm pointing
That
at.
is totally cool. So I appreciate that. I'll take it if that meets criteria.
Overall performance is what
I'm not going to object. I thought you embodied exactly what we were trying to do.
I'll tell you why you deserve this coin. It's because when you rolled all those eights, actually, no, when you rolled you rolled a 20. You rolled a critical when we were fighting Tusk, when you were throwing your magic stone.
Oh yeah.
And you really locked in and gave so much Maeve right then. You like gave all this energy and you were like, she believes in herself. And like you brought that whole arc forward into that moment. And I just thought that you really carried the character forward in a brilliant way. So you definitely get an addict token. Show it to the camera.
Thanks.
Show it to the world.
Inspiration. That's really what happened, is that there was true inspiration in that moment. That's awesome. Thank you, team. Appreciate it.
My other token is going to go to, let's see. I think Tusk has to get one for setting up that whole scene. He
That's
wrote
what
that,
I was going to say.
basically that whole flashback, which ended up being the whole episode. So I got to give it to him. You basically made my job so easy.
Yeah. And it was cool. You came up with courses for everybody tailored to what our weaknesses are. And then we fought you mano a mano as a team and still failed. It was
Pretty
so cool.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
It's real plastic.
I'm going to hold on to this one. I'm going to give this out in the middle of the session.
No way.
Okay, great.
Because I'm about to pop off.
Yeah.
He's not going to need it anyway. This one is going to be for something that happens in the middle of this session today. Alrighty. Guys ready? All right, we're going to start with a cutscene. 300 years ago. Mara is older now. She looks to be in her 20s. She stands at the bow of a sailing ship. Flags flap in the wind as the boat skims over the surface of clear blue waters. The red sun of Aldebaran shines down beneath the surface of the water to reveal dappled fields of coral reef, their colors innumerable. The sailing ship creaks as its prow dips into a large wave. A cool spray of salty water mists Mara as she unfolds a brass telescope and peers through it. Through a salt-stained lens, she can see an island of beautiful white sand. At its center, amidst several copse of palm trees, sits a hill of peculiar shape. It appears almost unnaturally cylindrical. Hasim, a young man of dark complexion, approaches Mara. He takes a loud, crisp bite of a shiny red apple. How about it, Jem? Another disappointment? Mara speaks without putting down her telescope. A small smile spreads on her lips. I think we found it. No shit. The man takes a final bite of the apple and then chucks it overboard. Finally, only took 3 years. Hours later, the ship is anchored offshore. At the top of the hill, Mara and her companion dig with the aid of several workers. Suddenly, the ground collapses below their feet. The workers just barely manage to hop backwards as the earth falls into a seemingly bottomless hole. Far below, an echo of rock plunging into water sounds. In the darkness of the cavern below, a column of sunshine spotlights 2 figures, Mara and Hasim, as they descend into the darkness on climbing ropes. Moments later, they land safely in a shallow pool of water. Mara lights a torch, and the orange fire illuminates a structure of massive proportions. A pyramid of dark green block. Its steps veined with dark brown rivulets of blood. Her eyes glisten as she stares up at the pyramid. We've done it, Hasim. We found them. We found the Carlarians. Alrighty. So, when last we left you guys, you were at the cistern in the Arches district of Gahja'den. The Arches is where the Moshem live, and the cistern is their sort of gathering place, their, sort of town hall meeting area where Father Filippico and
The rest.
And others.
What was that cute guy's name? Kalo?
Kalo.
Who said he was cute?
Maeve.
Actually, damn Mike's
I said he was
notably
handsome.
said he was handsome.
The guy behind the bars.
Father Filippico, Izidora Moustakas, who is the matriarch of the Moshem. Father Filippico is sort of her second in command, who is now taken over as patriarch since Izidora has been taken by the bridge burners. And Kalo, Isidora's son, has been placed in a jail cell in the cistern, and you guys have just broke him out. Not yet. He's not out and in clear, free and clear, but the jail cell, the lock on the cell itself has actually been melted by Pleiades and fell off the hinge and sizzles on the floor, the stone floor here.
Did we know that he was her son?
Yeah, we knew that.
We did? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's supposed to help us find her.
Yeah.
Which is going to go good and bad based on my casting of
Augury. Right. Wheel and woe.
We wheeled and woed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so the jail cell slides open. Kalo steps out.
How tall is he?
Oh,
Can this girl a drink, please? Thirsty over here.
At least 6'1".
No way.
Oh yeah.
How tall is Maeve?
I don't know, like 5'8" or something.
Your height.
No, maybe I think she's a little more petite than that. Maybe 5'6". What did I write on my character sheet?
I'm notably not
talk.
6 feet tall.
Oh, buddy, we know. I see you most days.
Do you watch me go in and out of 7-Elevens?
Yeah, I do.
Look at the height chart.
So I always take out my phone when you're leaving.
So Kalo steps out, sort of scratches the stubble on his beard. Thank you. Now, we have a matter of escaping the cistern. I don't think they're gonna just let me walk out of here.
What's like the ceiling? Could we go? Is there like an upper level we can get out?
No, these are tunnels that.
It's pointedly the opposite then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a dead end tunnel.
The jail cells are. And outside this door are 2 guards who that woman bribed. Remember, she handed over that gold that you gave her? But I don't know if they, she bribed them to let you break someone out.
Can you use your disguise thing on him?
Itself. It's a self spell.
What about your other thing though, where you conjure images? Could you like use that to conjure an image around him of like?
Or you can make like a conjure an image of him in the cell.
Oh.
If not, I have, I'm thinking I might use ventriloquism to make the sound of a scuffle further the opposite way that we need them to go.
Oh, cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's smart.
So are we, is the plan to head towards that center bowl of the cistern and find a different tunnel out? Or is this tunnel near the jail cells connected to anything that could lead us to a side tunnel? And I can't ask this to Kalo in game, I suppose.
Yeah, talk to him.
Yeah.
Flirt
All right
with him.
then. So you know the cistern better than any of us. So what do you suggest we do? If we do cause a distraction and get you out of this jail cell.
Well, first we gotta take care of those guards, and then I can lead you through the back tunnels. They lead into the sewers of Gahja'den, but I can find my way out through there.
Maeve bristles at sewers. She knows there's a lot of dark magic and lots of stuff collected down there.
But you live in the sewers, right?
Yeah.
You and the little ones?
She definitely lives in the sewers, but she's just aware. I'm aware that there could be, stuff to run into in the sewers. So maybe there's an exchanged glance with Kalo about sewers. All right. Yeah. Simple escape plan, I'm sure. We'll just stay on our guard.
Oh, sure. Nothing that big in there. Maybe some giant rats. Things like that.
So we're not going too deep, then, is what you're saying.
Well, these are the older parts of the sewers. Now, there is the Moshem did make these areas forbidden for a reason, but I'm sure I can find us a way out. We'll be 10 minutes tops. Out in a jiffy.
All right. This is your first test, then, mate. And, Maeve, I'm going to listen at the door momentarily to hear if the guards are right outside. Or have
They're
they
right
moved?
outside.
Okay, I see. All right, so I'm going to, from a brick far down the hallway, leading towards the main belly of the cistern where all the people were, I'm going to cast ventriloquism, and I'll tell you what happens if it happens.
All right, let's see it.
All right.
16.
Oh, F word. I rolled a 4.
Coin?
Sure.
All right.
Here we
wow.
go.
First roll.
Cash it in.
Thank you.
18.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, cool.
Tell us what happens.
Okay, so there's a brick further down the hallway, and I can kind of see it through a crack in the door, so I'm able to put my voice onto that brick, and I call out, "Help! Help! Somebody help us! Help us! We need help! There's more soldiers!"
Wow. I love that. I think that's going to work.
Cool.
Yeah. I think these guys are immediately going to be sort of like, what? Oh my God, that sounds awful. And they're going to look at each other, huh? And then run and take off towards the main cistern area.
Excellent. And we hear their footsteps heading towards the main cistern, and I crack open the door and I say, "All right, Kalo, lead us."
Right. This way.
Stay low.
So Kalo leads you away from the main junction of these tunnels where the cistern is, where everybody meets. And he leads you into the darkness of the old tunnels, the old sewers of Gahja'den, which is basically the opposite direction. You get to a point where the tunnel is literally bricked up with new bricks. Bricked up.
That tunnel's bricked up.
Yeah, dog.
Is that not what that means, though, right? It doesn't mean that you're strong.
No. It's
sounded
something
like
dirtier
that.
than that.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Is that why you're so red?
Yeah. Well, that's just like my blood pressure, but yeah. Also,
As soon as Mike said it, I looked at Vin.
I promise I'll cut this out.
Wow. Me being a girl, I had no idea.
the struggle is real.
Yeah.
The bricks are real. Do you want me to make that sweet bricked up joke again, or do you want me to double down on that?
So Kalo leads you away from the cistern, and slowly the voices and the echoes of people talking fade as you go deeper and deeper into these older tunnels. You start to see that the bricks here really are completely covered in mosses and molds. They're falling apart. They're cracked. They're not as well maintained as the more central area of the cistern, and it's dark. I mean, real dark. We're talking about, deep beneath the earth dark here. Anybody lighting a torch?
I operate.
Yeah,
in
I
the
was
dark,
trying to see
so-
if I could light a fire on my own, but I cannot.
You also have a light spell.
Yeah, but that's like flame missile.
No, you have a light
No,
spell.
that's what it's.
Oh,
light
that's
spell
right.
is used for
Boy.
light specifically.
Can I take a second to just
But-
make sure we're not being followed?
Sure. Once you roll a you're a cleric, what's your intelligence?
11.
Okay. Then you'll have to roll a 1.
Got it.
You did?
Yeah.
Whoa.
A maze.
Holy.
Wow. Okay.
Just like make it look easy.
Okay. You're not being followed, but you do know that what lies ahead stinks of evil.
Also, I want to keep an eye on Kalo.
Sure.
Just a watchful eye.
Sure. He's leading you, and eventually you come to a point where you can see the tunnel ends, and they have these like definitely new bricks that have been placed here to block up the tunnel. Kalo runs his hands along the bricks, and he says, "They blocked up the tunnels to make sure nobody went through here. It's relatively dangerous, so they say, but there's got to be a way through here. There's always a way through." And he's knocking on the bricks. Tuk, 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 tuk.
We've got a guy with a big hammer also, if that doesn't...
Well, I just didn't want to make a lot of sound.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can't find it. Aye. One of you have some sort of magical something or other? Some sort of eyesight? Can you see through things? Anybody?
I can detect Milady, which might, it'll tell me what kind of evil presence. I could touch something, and it could tell me what's afflicting it, so it would, I don't know, it would be fudging it if you let me touch the wall. Because it says you
Definitely
can
would be
detect
fudging
curses and stuff.
I can detect secret doors.
Okay. Yeah, that's a thief ability. Yeah. What's the roll?
To find a secret door, base 3 and 6 chance. So I gotta
Okay.
get a 3, 2, or 1. And I got a 3.
Hey,
All right.
All right, so
Yeah.
tell us how you find this secret door.
So Zell walks up to the bricks just as Kalo finishes knocking, kind of turns to us. And he starts to do the same thing. But if you pay attention to his hands, or his hand rather, you can see his fingers are kind of like just lightly kind of like touching the mortar and the brick. And as he does it, his fingers start to glow. And then once he gets closer to, I guess, the edge of where the magic door would be or whatever it is, that glow from his fingertips start to go to start to outline the door or the shape of, until eventually he gets right up to it and all the glow from his fingertips runs away and circles the door or outlines the door.
Yeah, it runs like the length of the square mortar of the bricks.
Yeah.
All that blue light suffuses through those lines and cuts out a small, squat door in the bottom right of this bricked wall here, and that area of brick slides in and then slides to the right.
Before we go in, though, to the group, I'm like, I need you all to know that evil lies ahead. Not in the sense that who we're going to fight, but in a much more real, much more immediate sense. I can feel it.
Well, that's good to know.
Step carefully.
Great.
Thank you.
Hey, Pleiades, do you want to give us some light, please?
You got it. I will not do that.
What'd you roll?
2.
Tell us what happens.
I think maybe there's somebody, because one thing that can counteract light is a spell of darkness.
Oh.
Maybe there's darkness nearby where it's counteracting, where I can't do it.
Interesting. So you cast this light, and the light sort of sputters, and you see almost like a cloud, like vapors of darkness sort of suffocating it until it goes out, snuffed like the light of a candle.
That's not good.
Yeah, I'd have to like really concentrate to like counteract it, but wasn't there.
Interesting. Yeah, and Tusk, you get a very bad feeling. Say the line.
I'm Batman.
Oh, it's close enough.
I'll go first.
Can I, before Tusk starts to move, I'm gonna kind of like gently put my hand out, kind of like so he doesn't move, and I want to discern noise to see if there's any noises ahead.
Sure.
So I got a 5 and 12 chance. I got 11, so I hear nothing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you can't detect anything. It's almost like the very air is a muffled, silence. Something's wrong with the air in here. And actually, when you guys opened it, like this sort of rush of pressurized air floods out of it, and it smells to high heaven. It's awful. And Kalo pinches his nose. Oh, I forgot about that. Ladies first. And he looks to you, Maeve.
And I flash Kalo a look of a mixture of disdain and challenge, and I turn back to the group and I say, "Follow me." And I step through, and I'm going to try to light my prismatic orb. Ooh. I'm not going to throw it at anything, but hopefully it will emit a little bit of light, even if it's not a light spell. Does that sound like it would be real or no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm going to light a torch.
Yeah.
I'm going to just throw it through that opening.
Why don't you pass it to me?
Okay.
Awesome.
I will light the torch and pass it to Maeve.
And I switch from my disdainful look at Kalo to a look of gratitude and familiarity to Zell. And then I lock eyes with Kalo again, and then I crawl forward with a torch.
Be careful, Maeve.
And
Thank you.
He might look to Pleiades. He'd be like, "What's up her butt?"
What?
You're the new guy here.
Don't be gross.
You shut up.
What's up her butt?
No, hold on, let me take that again.
You're telling that to the guy who
You're
doesn't
doing
know.
Billy Madison. I got you.
I see those two.
Telling that to the guy who's not really versed in phrases and whatnot.
Yeah.
Huh. Might have to contact a doctor.
Don't overthink it.
Why, did you notice?
No, he probably says something more like, "Oh, she's a thorny one, huh?"
Hey, we're not on your. We like her. We don't know
Like
you.
her more than
so
you,
I don't.
pal.
This is very bold of you to try to talk. Just don't do that.
Sorry.
What are you making fun of my voice now?
No, I didn't mean to do that.
What's going on here?
I go in
right.
the whole second. I follow her through.
Nice.
I go third.
But I do it. I don't crawl. I do a thing where like I brace myself on the wall and somehow go feet first through the hole.
Limbo style.
Kind of. It's like more of a baseball slide.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like the tube on like a water park.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Find a little divot in the wall and I just whoop.
Hands and feet together.
Zell turns to Kalo and looks at him and says, "Watch what you say to Maeve."
I see you, mate.
Leave her alone, man.
And then I'm going to go through.
I thought that was funny.
You and me, we're going to get along just
Nah.
fine.
So I'm friends with everyone.
And then my hand shoots out of the hole and pulls Pleiades by the leg through.
Bangs his head on the rocks.
I don't know. I don't think the guy who we're not sure of yet should go last.
It's a good move. Good point.
Agreed.
All right. I don't do that.
No, I mean it should be him after.
Well, he's
me
going to
and
lead
then
you. He comes
Steve.
in and then he
All right.
gets up and he's like, "All right, this way. I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, that one." And he points at a tunnel that shoots off to the right.
Is this new space different from the space that we've been in? Like, are the bricks different? Is it wetter in here, darker? Is there a heaviness to the air?
Heaviness to the air for sure. The atmosphere is heavy. You can smell the stench of rot. This has been closed off for a long time, and this air is stale.
It smells like rat tail stew.
Tusk is, you can't see it in the dark, but he just feels so at home here.
Wow.
Aw.
Mike, I'm gonna roll to move silently, so I don't want my steps to be heard.
Sure.
And I'm gonna stay in the back, so I'm gonna be behind Kalo, or just behind whoever the last person is.
Okay.
Nope, can't do that. It's supposed to be 6 out of 12, so I got a 10.
You got a 10. So, yeah.
Just walking
You're
normal.
going to just be trying to move quietly, but every step is, a loose stone or a splash.
There's little 5 other people, like 4, you know what I mean, that aren't moving quietly.
Yeah, right.
Like where your head's at,
Man,
though.
that guy is moving really silently, but everyone else.
I cast move loudly.
So you get to a point where you're walking through the tunnels for an hour or so, and you get to a point where there's this, it opens up into this larger, basically like tall, cylindrical sort of chamber that goes high into the air. With your torchlight, you can just see the sort of tall cylinder that rises up into the air, but you can't see into. The darkness keeps you from being able to see the top of it, where it goes. And he goes, this right here, this is our way out. There used to be a ladder here. And he's looking around, he's like, where'd the ladder go? And I want all of you to roll a dexterity check.
I'm so sorry. That's a D6?
Yeah,
Oh, it's a test?
test of dexterity.
Oh, perfect.
Failed.
Fail.
I
Nailed
also
it.
failed. I'm going to use my coin.
Okay,
I don't want to fail whatever this is.
okay.
I
Spend it.
pass. Cha-ching.
I fail again.
No.
Oh,
And now I have no coin.
Oh, okay.
Boom, baby.
At this moment, each of you that failed feel something grab your ankles in the water.
Who failed? You.
So it's the water is knee high, and suddenly you feel something grab your ankles. And Kalo feels it too. He's like, "Oh, shh! All right, just don't move."
And I wave the torch down to the water.
And you see corpses, zombified corpses,
Wait a minute, really?
floating in the water here. Their cheeks all disappeared, just the what's left of like bone and sinew, and which is impossible. That water would have already gotten rid of it, but so it must be some sort of curse or something. Some of them are bloated underneath there. Some of them have no eyes. It's awful. It's full of these corpses. This chamber.
With my teeth grit, I say, Kalo, what is this? What's going on in here?
Right. This isn't the way I remember taking before. Listen, just stay calm. No sudden movements.
I'm going to cast, I want to turn undead.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Of course you
I
can.
mean, I can do that. Will you allow me to do that?
Yes.
question,
I will
who-
let you know, though, that if you do something that big, it'll wake up the whole chamber.
Oh, God.
And if you don't get them all in one go.
So I can only do 2, and my plan was to release them so they can get up. If that'll
You can do... No, it affects a whole room, a radius of the undead.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna trust that this will work.
I mean, if yours fails, we got my missiles.
I feel like for Tusk, this is I know that if I don't do this, we're probably gonna have to fight. So even if it fails, I'm just explaining, my thought process there.
Well, as a cleric, I would imagine that's what you do.
Yeah.
It's kind of my thing.
So what does he have to roll?
We don't know.
We don't know
the-
yet.
He's going to roll a d12, and depending on how high he rolls, he's going to be able to turn higher levels of undead.
Do you have to,
So I'm aiming for a higher roll.
Sorry,
Oh no, a lower roll.
you're aiming for a lower roll.
and do you have to cast it first, or is it
nope.
just go
Just
off?
Because if you roll a 1 on this d12 roll, you'll be able to turn the highest level you can turn, which is a level 5 undead.
yeah.
You can't turn level 6 undead right now at the level that you're at. So depending on what level of undead these are, you might be able to, the lower you roll, the better your chances.
And your spells, you don't have to roll to cast.
This is not a spell.
is-
It's an ability.
He's
It's like
gonna
a
nail
class
it.
perk.
He's gonna nail it.
Sick.
9.
9. Okay. Tell us how you do this.
I think the second I see what she puts the torch down and I see what we're dealing with, and I just start under my breath kind of mumbling, an old cleric, turn undead. Like, I just, whatever the coolest thing you could imagine me saying is, that's what it's going to be. I just started kind of like start muttering to myself, maybe in Latin. That's cool. It's in Latin. And then maybe like my hands start to glow and I hit a couple of hand motions, like I'm summoning a Naruto jutsu. And then I loose it and hope for the best. I hope that they're level 1.
So is it like a green, like
boom.
and like mammoth kind of like mist, like a mammoth projection kind of like stampedes outwards from your position?
I feel like that would draw too much attention, right? Or is that something
It's
I
a
can't
big
show?
thing to turn undead. It's huge. It's
Okay,
literally
yeah,
like
big
you're-
mammoth. Yeah, mammothal.
because you're literally calling on your god to protect you from evil.
Oh, then yeah. Then you hear the mammoth noise too, like a.
Awesome. Okay, so you're gonna be very happy.
Oh, thank God.
Your roll does turn these undead, and they immediately, all of them, all at the same time, wake up and burst from the water. Bloated ones, and ones with arms that are falling off, and ones that are just ahead floating in the water. They all get up, eyes white or some missing eyes completely, and they start to flee from this area. The ones that were holding on to you, they let go of your ankles, and it's horrific. It's an awful experience, but there's this green light pushing back the darkness, and they start to flee to the outer edges of this chamber, and some of them try to run down the tunnel you came from. And unfortunately, you have to roll to see how many of them actually flee.
Sure.
And it's only for 1 turn.
That's, I think, all we need, right?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Great. Yeah. What do I roll for that? A D.
2d6.
2d6?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Bet.
let me tell you how many there are.
10.
What's that?
I just guessed 10.
No. Okay. There are 14 of these things.
Even at the max, he's not going to get them
Correct.
all.
Yeah, but as long as the ones that are holding on to us let go, which I don't know how you want to figure that out.
We'll figure that out in a second.
12.
8.
Hey,
Hey,
8 total.
great.
Yeah.
All right, so more than half of these guys are going to take off running, and the other half are not. You got 6 of these guys that are standing up. They wake up, and they turn towards you, and they start walking towards you guys. Let's see. Make whoever failed roll dexterity tests again, and we'll see if you're free of your undead.
4.
3.
No, I'm not.
Let's go.
5. I'm not.
Okay, so you two are still being held. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you're free of your guy. Okay. So, in the bright light of Tusk's turn undead spell that goes off, Kalo looks up and he sees the ladder. It's up there at the top of this chamber. The ladder is stuck. It seems to have been rolled up. It's like a metal ladder that slides in and out that is like telescopic, like a fire escape. And it's stuck up there somewhere, and he can see it. He's like, "We gotta get that down here now." That was like Schwarzenegger. We gotta get that down. Okay, so ladder's up there. Undead are down here.
How high up is that ladder? Is it like where we could stand like 2 by 2 on each other's shoulders and still not reach it? Or is it like...
No, someone has to climb up there.
So
So-
I have a potion of spider climb.
Oh, boom.
So
You got it.
Wow.
I was gonna drink that.
Oh, excellent.
I
All
know.
right, so let's roll initiative and get into it.
Okay.
All right, so what do we got?
19.
4.
5.
I got a 12.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, I do have an undead's hand around my ankle, so
Yeah, not me,
True.
baby.
It's true.
yeah.
Reflex. Sort of like they're scared of me.
That's so Maeve, always getting stuff caught around her ankles.
Okay, we got Pleiades first. Then we have 12 is
Zell.
Zell.
Thank you.
And then we got the zombies at 7. And then we've got 5 is Maeve.
Maeve.
And then we've got at 4, we've got Tusk. Excellent. Oh, and then we need Kalo. Somebody roll Kalo for me.
12.
12. Okay. So then it'll be Zell, then Kalo. All right, guys. So half of these zombies run away, but we still got 6 of these guys trying to take bites out of you. They rise from the water, dripping with like mold and seaweed, and their jaws flapping, and they're ready to eat you up.
All right.
So, Pleiades, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot fire missiles at 3 of them.
Okay. I'm going to lessen the damage by half because they're covered in water.
But they're undead, so I do +2 damage.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll still do that.
Okay.
7.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what?
11
shit.
damage?
No, cast a roll.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So you cast. So you roll to cast. You pass the roll. So you cast the firebolt, and you get 3 of them.
Yes, I do.
Nice. And you're gonna.
And that's so that typically in this case, since they're undead, it'd be 1d6, but now it's half, so it's gonna be 1d3.
Well, just do 1d6 plus 2, and then we'll half whatever.
Cool. 4
4.
plus 2, 6.
So 3 damage
3
total
damage.
to each one.
Yep.
Excellent. Yeah. So who are you firing?
So
this
that's
at?
why I want to shoot at the ones that are grabbing everyone's ankles.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, they're like climbing out of the water, so
Okay.
they're like grabbing onto people's
So I guess
shoulders.
the 3 closest to us.
Okay, great. So the ones that are holding on to Zell, Maeve. So
Wait, can you have 2 missiles hit the same
One guy.
target?
I can do that. Yeah, sure.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you're gonna have how many missiles hit one guy?
So one guy's gonna get hit by 2, the other one 1.
Okay, so one of them's gonna take 6 damage,
Yes.
and the other one's gonna take 3.
Yeah.
Probably the one's holding him. Because he's
Yeah. And then
the
this
thing.
flame is a black flame for undead.
cool.
Wow, cool.
All right, tell us about it. I just want to see
Yeah.
the moment.
So normally he shoots out these missiles. They're regular red fire, but for some reason these ones transform to like a black flame when they hit these guys. So
Nice.
now they're burning a black flame.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Sounds
All right.
really cool, actually.
Alrighty, Zell, you're up. You've got a moment here. I'm gonna give you a test of dexterity to break away from this awful thing.
No, I failed.
Okay, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Out of
3. 36.
you needed a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna hold on to you. It goes to bite you, but then that boom, that flame, that black flame, hits it in the side of the mouth, and it kind of breaks its, hits it, and its jaw lights on fire, and it's like, it's in your face now, fully engulfed in black flame. Still trying to chomp at you, but it stopped it from having an automatic attack on you.
But is it holding on to me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna take my falcata from my sheath and slash directly across its chest.
Okay. All right, you're gonna do so at a -2 because it's holding you. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
9. Okay, and that hits an armor class of.
A 9.
Ooh, so you get real close.
But it's actually a -2, so it's really a.
Oh, it's way above. All right, so it's
Yeah.
like an armor class 11 or something. All right, yeah. So so you try to pull your falcata out, and it leans in on you, and you can't pull your falcata out because it's leaning down and holding you, and its face is right in your face.
Okay.
You just can't get that leverage, but your falcata's like just coming free of your sheath, but not far enough to get free. Okay.
I mean, that's totally fair. We're in the dark, in water, and being attacked, but like, I think it's fair.
Yeah, it
Oh,
goes
yeah.
with the story.
Yeah,
And
No.
who has the torch?
Me.
You have a torch.
Yeah.
Okay, just keep that in mind. Kalo's up. Who wants to run Kalo for me? Why don't you... you run Kalo for me for a second, Steve.
All right.
Guy rolls
So
20s.
is he's not being held?
No.
All right. So he's going to selfishly slash at another zombie. He doesn't care. I don't think he really... Or I'm not playing him that way. Anyway, sorry. You're playing. I'm
I guess
just rolling for him.
that's a good point, is I should determine what he's doing, right? Yeah, because I know his inner workings.
Yeah, I think if he has a chance to escape on his own, he might. Like, he doesn't care about us necessarily. But I mean, that's to you.
Well, there are some things, it is his mom who's been taken,
Okay.
and that's something.
He probably wants us so you can.
So
use
tell me
us.
what you want me to roll for him, and you adjudicate it.
I think he's going to slash at the one that's attacking Maeve.
All right. Nat 20, go fucking fit.
I told you.
Wow, he likes me. He really likes me.
So maybe he has a moment where he looks up and he looks at that ladder
I need these fools.
and he turns and he goes, "Argh!" Did anybody give him a weapon, actually?
Does he have a weapon on him?
No,
He was in
jail.
prison.
Oh.
No.
No.
No one gave him anything?
So maybe he just kicks it really hard.
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to just kick the undead off of Maeve.
Yeah, I think he just reaches into the water and grabs a big old brick.
Nice.
And just cracks it over the zombie that's holding on to you, Maeve.
Ooh.
Amazing.
Let's do double damage. So you're going to do 1d4 and then times it by 2.
4.
2.
Okay?
1d4 times 2, so 4.
4 damage total.
Yeah.
All right, great. And you did damage to one that was attacking her, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the one that I did.
The
3-2.
double?
That was a double one. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
wow.
So you did 6 damage to him
Yeah.
originally. Now 4 more damage.
That's 10.
Yeah.
So the one that's holding me has 3 damage on it.
All right.
Yeah.
Its head splits open and brains go all over your face, like,
Oh.
like, yeah, like gray matter,
For the first
not-
time since we've entered the sewer, Tusk sees that and he's like, ooh.
And as the creature's head splits open and I wipe my eyes clear of the brains, I see Kalo and I say, I don't need your help. And I take the
Swing at him.
I take the torch and the zombie's on fire, I suppose, right? With the black Pleiades flame.
Well, Pleiades is white. Hispanic.
With Pleiades undead flame. With Pleiades flame, which is undead flame, so it's colored black.
Yes.
Maybe I don't say that. Maybe that's too mean.
no, I like it. No, it's
okay,
great.
good.
Yeah.
But I dip the torch into Pleiades flame as the zombie falls, and now I have an undead torch.
Oh.
A ghost flame.
Wait, is the
torch.
zombie dead?
Yes.
Oh, sick.
It collapses.
Cool. And now, do I have a turn, or it's not my initiative yet?
It is the zombies.
And when you do that, though, like a sick guitar riff, like,
Does she have an undead flame?
She has a black flame. I don't know. It's
feel
not
like-
undead flame. It's just
Well,
like,
because it just does more damage to undead.
yeah. You have the flame that he cast
Yeah.
now available on your torch.
Yeah.
If you hit someone with it, it's like if you hit them with a regular torch. But if you hit an undead,
Might do more damage.
So I'm gonna rule that it does 1d4 times 2.
Okay, 1d4 times 2.
Yeah,
Sounds
so you're gonna
good.
roll 1d4. If you decide to hit with the torch, it'll do double damage, but a 1d4 damage.
Okay, sounds good.
but it
Yeah.
still gets like half damage because they're wet, right?
Right.
Enough out of you.
Well, if I had to suffer,
I would have did the same.
Good point.
I know.
Good point.
I'd have been like, actually.
I know.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't pick up on that. Maybe you did. You just were keeping silent.
Giving me a good graces.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so the zombies are up. One of them's dead. 5 of them left. Right? So we've got one attacking Zell. He's going to try to go and bite him. Okay, he rolls a 3. Not going to do anything. So he's just sort of just continuing to push down, trying to keep... He doesn't know he's consciously
He's a
keeping your
mindless
falcata
zombie.
from leaving your sheath. But it's just like...
Trying to bite a hamburger.
Yeah. Sure.
You, a Zellburger.
Come on down to Zellburger. Hey.
Okay. There are 4 more. So let's say we've got one that goes after Kalo. Okay, he rolls a 9. He is going to hit armor class 9 on Oh,
Kalos doesn't have armor.
Kalo might not have any armor.
He does. He's a
No, so
he's a prisoner.
He's raw dogging his chest.
Oh, so you say, I don't need your help. And then he's like, he looks at you. He's like, just
The fuck.
yeah. And then something bites into his shoulder. And he's like, oh. So a zombie bites down on him. So 1 in 4 chance of a bite attempt per round. Oh, so I can't just do bites. So
It scratches him.
it decides for me whether or not it tries to bite him.
Wow.
So this might be just a pummel. Let's see.
Gosh, I hope so.
So we're gonna roll a 1d4.
Yeah, the bite's not going to be good.
No.
Is that the bite of 80?
If I roll a 1, it does bite him. If I roll anything else, it just pummels at him, like scratches and tries to hurt him.
3.
I roll 4.
Oh, thank God.
So it comes down with its claws and scratches, maybe like it like digs into his shoulders. He's like, "Ah!" As these like needle-like claws rip into his shoulders. And it is going to do 1d8. 6 damage to Kalo.
Whoa.
What's his HP?
Kalo's HP. What is your guy's HP? What's your lowest HP?
15 is me.
15?
I'm 21.
21?
22.
Oh, wow. You guys. Okay. I'm going to give him, we'll say
12.
he's got like 12. Yeah. That
Okay.
sounds fine to me. Okay. So he just took half his health.
And I immediately regret being petty. I forget where we are. And so
It's no time to be
yeah. Well, I was mad because I had brains on my face.
brains in my face.
And, Kalo, whatever, trying to beat people up with a brick. So, but I immediately am now instinctually probably trying to help him.
Nice. Okay.
So you got 3 more, Mike.
3 more zombies. Okay. Let's see who they go after.
Zombie.
We've got you 4, basically,
1,
and
2,
Kalo.
3,
So
4?
we'll just do a D5 roll here.
All right. Who's what?
And yes, I do have a D5.
I was going to ask,
Yes.
what does it look like?
It's
These are-
very weird.
I believe these are called Zoki dice. You're not going to be able to see it
Not
because
a
the light's
sponsor.
too bright. Let me see if I can turn this off.
Yet.
And then you can see
It's shaped very weird.
Zoki dice are very strange.
Zoki.
They're used for Dungeon Crawl classics. And I happen to have a D5 in this set. There's a D3, cool looking D4. There's a D14, D24. Pretty fun. Anyway, D5. So it's going to be Zell 1, Maeve 2, Pleiades 3, Tusk 4, and then Kalo 5. All right, here we go.
Okay.
First one is going to attack 4, Tusk. Then we have 2 more. Second one's going to attack 1, Zell. Third one's going to attack 5, Kalo. Okay, so
Whoa.
it's going to be Tusk, Zell, Kalo, in that order. Here we go. I'm going to roll 3 d20s at once. Tusk, you're red. Zell, you are...
Flesh.
No, this is like rose.
Pearlescent.
Rose.
No, this is quartz, like a rose quartz.
Oh, yeah.
And then blue is going to be Kalo.
Do you have to do see if they're bites first, or?
Yes, I do. I do have to see if they're bites.
Can I roll one of them?
Yeah, help me out. Roll
Yeah.
some d4s here.
D4.
Dummy.
Actually, you two roll your d4
Oh,
so I
yeah.
know who gets bitten.
What do I need?
It's me.
Or what don't I need?
You don't want a 1.
I got
got
the
a
1.
3.
It's me, baby.
Oh, no.
Ooh, so it's going to try to bite Tusk. Did you roll a 1?
Yeah, I got a
Try.
3.
Okay, no bite there. And then we've got Kalo. See if he's going to get bitten here. 4. No. So they're going to try to bite you, Tusk. So we're going to do yours last. Okay, so let's do Kalo first. 4, nothing. 13 for you, Zell.
What's a 13 hit?
Oh, sorry. 13 is going to hit an armor class of 5.
I am an armor class of 3.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So far, Kalo smashes the brains out of a zombie. It drops into the puddle, like into the
The murky water.
the murky water. Thank you. And then a zombie comes up from behind him and claws at him, rakes his back. Ugh! And another one comes from the side, and he's at this point aware that something's going on.
Look out.
Yeah, and he turns just in time to see this zombie trying to claw at him, and he sort of uses his head to headbutt the one that's behind him and just dodges this zombie, and it sort of stumbles past him. And then a second zombie comes after Zell. Zell, you're trying to get your falcata out of your sheath, and this thing, it misses, right? Because
Yeah.
you're an armor class 3.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so it clearly, you're being held down by one. Another one's coming at you. How do you dodge this one?
I feel as I'm trying to get my falcata out of the sheath, I make kind of like an erratic movement to try to get it out, and it just swipes past like my back.
Sure.
Like it's swiping from my head, and I kind of like duck down to like pull it out.
Yeah, sort of just like this, luck of the moment.
Yeah.
Where you're like trying to pull this, the
Like I don't think
falcata.
I'm even aware that it's coming at me. It's coming from behind. I just happen to hunch over at a certain time or move to my left or right or whatever.
Sure. Okay. And then finally,
I hope it doesn't hit you, bro.
We'll see.
Bites are no good.
here we go. This is tusks. This is a bite. What's your
I'm
armor?
gonna put my hand right in front of the camera.
What's your armor class?
I'll tell you after you roll.
All right. What's your armor class?
4.
It rolls a 4, which is not going to hit.
Oh,
4 meets a 4.
I like the idea that it bites me, and I see it about to bite me, and I shove my gauntlet arm right into its mouth.
Nice.
and its teeth wrap around your gauntlet.
Chew on this.
I think some of it bites down hard, and some of its teeth shatter in that moment. But the ladder is still not down. We got to get up there, get that ladder loose, or figure something else out. So,
I still have my turn. I haven't gone yet.
Maeve's up.
Maeve also hasn't gone yet.
All right, Maeve,
Sorry, I
you're
thought
up.
you were rapping. I thought you were going into the next round.
Can I have a little dialogue moment while I'm like bobbing and weaving?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I want to draw the attention of the group. We got to get that ladder down. Can anybody climb up that?
How high is it?
As Zell's trying to get out his sword, he hears May's voice kind of like just shoot out, and he says, "Grab the spider climb potion on my belt. I can't get to it. You can use it."
And I say, all right. And I want to move over to Zell and try to torch the zombies that are on him while simultaneously grabbing, or maybe I can even exchange the torch for the potion.
Okay, I'll let you do that. I'll let you just grab the potion basically for free.
Okay,
Or I'll let you do both if you roll a test of dexterity.
I'll try it. I'm going to use a new D6 because my D6 is not working.
Okay.
You got this. Lock in. You are
Lock in.
locked in.
Oh. Give it back to me.
Sorry. That is so you got this. Whoop.
Boing. It's way bouncier because this one is cast iron, so I'm used to it just like dropping.
Sure.
This is so much more bouncy.
You got this.
Okay, it's a 3. I passed.
Nice.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
All right, text of dexterity.
So tell us what happens.
Okay, so I am free. Kalo's been hurt, definitely. But I know that we're running out of time. So I've shouted out, it's an emergency. I run over to Zell and I splash through the water. And I can see that his hand is like gripping for the falcata, but I meet his eye and muscle under a zombie to hand him the torch as I reach for his belt and pop the potion off the back.
Spider
of it.
climb potion. Yep.
The spider climb potion. And
right.
the torch trade-off, is that successful? Are you able to grab it from me?
Yeah, I grab it. Yeah, I grab it with my left hand because I don't think I'm.
Yeah, you stop trying to pull your falcata out and you grab the torch instead.
Yeah, with my left hand, I let go of the sheath and I just grab the torch.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you turn it into the zombie's face, which
Yeah.
we're going to take care of when it's your turn. Great. Maeve,
Thank you,
you've got
Maeve.
the spider climb potion. I'll allow you to just drink it right now. And then next round, you'll be able to do what you want to do with it.
All right, great. I uncork it. Squeak. What color is this potion?
It looks like web almost, like that, like a silky white.
Well,
And it's like a red and
don't-
blue liquid.
I don't want to waste the potion if it's going to be till the next turn. Just so you know, I do have my lasso, and my plan was to try to, lasso the ladder.
Okay.
If that's doable. If not, do the potion thing by all means. But I
You
don't want
can-
to
All right. To do that, it's going to take a extreme feat of dexterity.
drink that potion.
Wait, real quick before you drink, because I was just thinking, you're a thief, so we have the same thief abilities, correct? The bard has the thief abilities, Mike?
Yes.
If she drinks that potion, does that, because right now we would be both at 8 out of 12 to be able to climb. If she drinks that, what does it bump it up to?
Let's see. The fingertips and toes of the climber become sticky, like those of a spider, with magical cilia providing adhesion. A spider climb recipient can climb up walls and move along ceilings at 1/2 their normal movement rate. Whilst climbing, the recipient cannot manipulate objects that weigh less than 1 pound because such objects will cling to the hands. Spellcasters cannot cast other spells, but they can trigger magical devices, so on and so forth. Okay, so yeah, 100% will be able to just climb up freestyle.
Oh, so you don't have
Okay.
to roll for it. You just get it.
You just
That's
do it.
awesome.
Amazing. All right, so I uncork the potion, and there are little wisps stuck to the cork, and
Yeah.
I'm a little trepidatious, but I drink it down, and it like smacks and sticks. It's like cotton candy, but it dissolves, and then I'm trying to decide whether it's working. We're in a high stakes situation, and I try to throw the bottle away, and I can't. It's stuck to my hand.
Incredible.
Oh, so cool.
That's awesome.
Banana.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, great. All right, moving on. We're up to Tusk. Tusk, you're the last of the round.
Where is
Everyone.
Zell in relation to the wall that we're about to try to climb?
Zell is somewhere in the middle of the,
right,
cylindrical room here.
I'm gonna go for the one that's attacking Zell. I'm gonna try to
Great.
free him up.
Great.
And I'm not gonna use my Morning Star because we're in the dark and I don't want to hit him by mistake.
God.
So I'm just gonna try to pummel this thing.
We're not in the dark. He has his torch.
Yeah, I have a.
I'm gonna swing my Morning Star at the zombie that's attacking Zell because we have a torch, so it's not dark in here.
It's a ghost.
So yeah,
flame.
right. Like just the whole my plan the whole time. So I'm gonna roll for that right now.
Switcheroo.
No,
What'd you roll?
18.
I'll take it.
18.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, but it fell off the
absolutely
box.
hit.
I couldn't see it. That's why I yelled. Okay. Yeah. So I very just like kind of shake off the one that I'm here with this one. I'm like, get off of me. And I very calmly walk over to Zell and I'm like, don't move. And I pick up the Morning Star and I smash the zombie right on the head.
Over top.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, give me damage.
What's the damage on that?
The damage is going to be 1d 8 plus 1.
Wow, nice.
Very nice.
So for an 8, huh?
Yeah. 3.
3. Okay. You're going to slam, miss the head, hit the shoulder, knock part like a chunk of its bones off,
Sure.
chunk of flesh and bone out. And you're going to give Zell a moment here on his turn to try to escape from its grasp.
Now he's taking 6 damage.
Yep, 6. Thank you, Tusk.
All right. We are up back around to Pleiades.
How many are currently up?
I have a count of 4. I mean, I'm sorry, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
5, yeah.
5, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot my fire missile again. And that's an 8, so that fails.
Because of your like undead black flame thing, I'm gonna give you a coin.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty fun.
To use immediately.
To use it now. Just give it back.
Come on.
11
Yes.
plus 4, 15.
All right.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot the one that's at Zell. I'm going to shoot. Where are the other 4?
They're basically surrounding everybody.
So I'll just shoot. Well,
Is
the
there one that has damage you can kill?
one's dead. Mm-hmm. The one I'm about to shoot is going to probably
So
die.
there's 2 technically on me and 2 on Kalo, and then there's one that's just. Oh, and then there was one that was at Tusk.
Yeah.
But he pushed away. So I'll shoot the 2 at you. So that's 2, and then the one I'll shoot one of them at Kalo.
The one that's going after Cal.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me some damage.
All right. So this is going to be D6.
Does this get a negative or no?
So the one the one that's holding you, that's already been hit, that water's mostly dried up, so he's gonna take normal damage.
Okay, so that's going to be 3 plus 2.
5 damage.
Yes.
So that one zombie that's attacking Zell is gonna take full damage.
Yes.
So he's
At 11.
and he's dead.
Yes.
How close
am I?
Nice.
How close am I to Zell?
Yeah, it's like not a huge room. It's maybe as wide as the room we're in now.
I'll just like walk up to that one and just bow right in the face.
Yeah, just blow its
Yeah.
head off. Yeah.
Cool.
And then
With
the
flame.
2 other ones get
And-
3 damage each.
Great.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So I'll do 1 on me and 1 on Kalo.
Yep. Perfect. And they go up in black flame.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Awesome. Thank you,
All
ladies.
right.
That was great. Great.
Good addict
Oh,
token
yeah.
spend.
Yeah.
Immediate.
All right, Zell, you're up.
Okay, so is this thing not? Oh, so it's dead. It just crumples to the ground. I will strike at the one.
On you.
Yeah, the other one that's on me that missed me.
Nice. So you're finally free.
Finally free.
What'd you roll?
I want to throw my dice away. This is too. I rolled a 6.
You can use your coin.
I know.
These
I
will
just pulled out like a little plastic set because I was so unhappy with my rolls.
Dude, I know. The episode's not over. I want to save it just in case for a bad situation. Okay, so, but I'm free. I go to, can I move?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get closer to Tusk and Pleiades. So we're kind of like.
Well, I'm not next to you already.
Oh, okay. I guess then I'll stand my ground. I'll just stay with them.
All right, so you rolled a 3, which means that you cut into a zombie, but it doesn't do anything. You go right through it, and it doesn't even stagger.
Yeah.
It's like goes
And
through
it's like that
rib
part of its
cage.
body, that flesh, just sort of just like slops off, and it's like, I didn't even hit a vital point.
Right.
It's probably because the only vital point is the head. But there you go.
These things are mostly goop.
Rolled a 6. It's mostly goo.
Almost 97% goo. All right, Kalo's up. So Kalo is going to be like, climb, I'll cover you. And he's going to turn and try to attack one. Give us a roll there, Steve.
4.
4. Not going to do anything. He slices at an arm. He cuts off some fingers, and the zombie just keeps coming at him. Zombies are up. So we've got 4 of them left. Okay, we got 1 attacking Zell. We got 1 probably going after you, Maeve. And then we've got 2 more after that. We'll determine those.
There's 2 that are right on Kalo.
2 that are on Kalo right now. So the last 2 are going to go after Kalo.
Yeah.
So we got 1 at Zell, 1 at Maeve, 2 on Kalo. Here we go. First, we're going to determine. You guys, can you roll to see if you get bites? 1d4. Roll a 1d4. And if you roll a 1, they're going to try to bite you.
4.
Oh, that's a D6. That's a D6. Sorry. It's a 4.
4.
Woo!
They live another
Nice,
day.
nice.
Uh-oh, Kalo just rolled a 1.
No, no.
And we've got another one here. Oh,
No.
they're both going to try to bite him. Oh,
That's right,
no.
at least he has armor on.
That's 2 bites. Oh, my God.
And he definitely gets bitten?
No, we're going to roll to see if they
Okay.
do. Okay, so we'll do him last. So, Zell, we're going to see, first off, we've got a scratch pummel attack
yeah.
from a zombie for you. They roll a 9, hits an armor class of 8, not going to hit. Or 9. They hit an armor class 9, not going to hit. Okay, next, Maeve. They rolled 2. Oh my God.
All right. Well, I mean, maybe I'm just already slipping my way up the wall.
Yeah,
you know?
you literally just like dive away from them and cling to the wall.
Well, I'm glad your dice are as cold as mine. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
true.
All right, but my red dice are on fire right now.
No,
Burning
no,
me.
no, no, no.
There we go. Kalo's about to get bit. He's watching Maeve run past him, and Maeve jumps up onto the wall, and he's distracted. They roll 10. 10 is going to do it. It's going to hit an armor class of 8, which is 1 more than the armorless armor that he has on right now. So,
Nom nom nom.
You see that smile on his face? He goes like,
No, no
I'm just
way.
diseased bite. 1 in 4 chance of bite attempt. Yep. Pummel attacks. Bite infects victim with the zombieism disease. No saving throw allowed. Infection manifests 1 turn after bite.
oh shit.
And begins with intense fever. What? Cure disease can disrupt and alleviate this process if cast before the victim's death.
I don't have it.
Can I burn the disease?
Definitely not.
Not with undead flame.
Okay. All right, so he gets bit. Oh! And it bites into his shoulder here on the right, and it's a deep bite. And another one comes for him. Oh, and it rolls an 18. And another one bites his arm. Oh!
Is it the same arm?
Yeah.
Good thinking.
I have an idea.
Oh shit.
You're not serious.
What else? I mean,
Cure disease?
no,
buddy.
no one has
buddy.
it.
No, that arm's
don't
coming
have
off.
What?
He doesn't have
We
it.
don't have it.
Yeah, but there are clerics in the city that might have it.
But you said
You
it
said
starts
one
immediately.
Infection manifests 1 turn after infection. He hasn't become a zombie for. He loses consciousness and 1d6 plus 6 turns. So,
We'll see what this roll is, and they'll determine.
Before we chop his arm off.
He'll lose consciousness in 8 turns.
So 80
which is 80 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll refrain from chopping his arm off.
Within
For
1d.
now.
Within,
I like where your head's at, though.
Yeah, that was sick.
hold on. Within 1d10 plus 2 hours, the victim dies. 1d10. 4 hours he's got left.
We could do that.
The only, not to meta, but there's no way we would know that.
Maybe Tusk would.
I think Tusk on a knowledge roll might understand how long, but there's no way to be like, oh yeah, you have a couple hours.
That feels like part of the course. Sorry.
No. What I'm saying is, I think we might know the signs. You know, if zombies are like a thing in Aldebaran, Gahja'den, then we might know that, like, okay, first it's going to be fever, then it's going to be this, and then there's no going back after this.
The only one who might know is Tusk.
Okay.
The only one.
Yeah, it's the only person I can imagine the cleric knowing that. You know.
Let's do a wisdom roll. What's your wisdom?
16.
Nice.
Whoa.
That's a high boy.
Phew.
Okay. Roll.
Roll for us, hi boy.
I'm going to say a 4 or less on a d6.
Got it. You got it.
Come on, big boy.
Oh,
Got a 4. Got a 4 in front of Zell.
4. Okay, so you know he's going to... You see this bite, and you're probably not going to say anything right now, but you know what's coming.
Yes. You know, if worse comes to worse, heat metal.
Yikes. That's true.
Okay. I would rule that wouldn't work. Like
No.
well, I guess it says it's
This is an infection.
one turn until infection takes place. So, all right. Well, let's see what happens. So, the zombies went, and now it is Maeve's turn.
All right.
Maeve, you hear him cry out below you.
He says something like, I'm really infected and I'm gonna...
I have 1d6 turns and it's over.
Don't cut off my arm, please.
All right. So he screams, and it's an unmistakable scream of being
Bitten.
mortally wounded by an undead
Where's the torch?
It's in my hand.
in Zell's hands.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that chills me to my core. It goes up my spine, and it fills me with energy to just leap like a cat and start climbing the wall as fast as I can. And I assume the ladder's not so high up, you know, like maybe 30 feet in the air, I imagine.
We're going to do a test of dexterity to see how fast you get up there.
Okay.
If you can pass your test, you'll get up there in one go.
Amazing. Okay. Let's see.
What's your test? 3?
My test is 3.
All right.
3 or under.
He's gonna get a 1.
2!
Yes.
The new D6 is delivering.
Nice. This like feeling of this, new power that suddenly envelops around you.
Yeah.
Really energizes you.
And enhanced by my natural innate ability from growing up on streets and jumping from rooftop to rooftop. This is very familiar, and I'm just way, way better at this with the spider climb potion.
Do you do parkour?
I think Maeve kind of does parkour a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's dope.
So I've scaled the wall, and I'm eye level with the ladder. Maybe even a little bit above it, I think.
Ooh.
Can I continue from here?
You're at the ladder.
Drop
Okay.
it.
Can I drop it, or is it like in the middle of the
It's like stuck
cylinder?
in midair, so you'll have to like leap at it.
Okay, that's what I was hoping to do. All right, I'm going to brace myself against the wall. Actually, what I'm going to do is put my hands below my feet, and like I'm leaping off the wall, push my hands out and then jump towards the ladder, pushing with my feet.
And you find that you have a little bit of extra oomph to your jump. And you sort of like zip to it and grab onto it.
Ooh.
And immediately it gives with your weight. And some stones crack loose. And then suddenly the ladder comes telescoping down. And you with it.
Wow, amazing.
And you're
That was
basically
awesome.
going to slam into the water.
Okay.
It doesn't like crush a zombie by chance, does it? Can we roll for that?
Yeah, let's roll.
All right.
All right, so we can do a luck roll, or you can do a test of, someone can do a test of strength to push it in. I think
Do luck.
I'll do a test of strength. I mean, I got a pretty good strength. What would the luck roll look like?
it would be a 50-50 on a d20. So it'd be 10 or more.
I could do this.
I'll take the luck roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's the zombie that was trying to grab her.
All right, so it's going to be...
Oh, you're saying I see the ladder coming down?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Push
sick.
a zombie at it.
4.
4.
What was it?
4. So I kicked the zombie, but I kicked him too hard. I rolled a 4.
I like how you failed the roll and still gave it to you.
That's fair.
Well, it's such a great idea.
I know it's just such a cool idea. I hate not doing cool ideas. It hurts my soul.
Well,
but
I think we do it, but I just mistime it a little bit because everything's going on.
Yeah, I think-
Tusk's a little older.
you kick him, and it literally like it moves so fast it cuts off his like half of his arm. Like I mean, this side of his body just like rips off,
Just shears off.
Yeah, and the arm just goes right to the ground. Yeah, not bad.
And then when Maeve lands, I go, "Good job."
And I give you a curt nod, like I've learned something from last session.
Nice. Okay, Maeve, that was you. Tusk, you're up.
I'm gonna finish. Can I? I would like to move over towards Kalo and free him from what he's dealing with,
Okay,
so
yeah,
he can get up the ladder. Ideally,
2 zombies on him.
yeah. So I'm gonna go for one of them
Okay,
with my Morning Star, which I will swing with post haste and get a 4,
not gonna do it.
which is gonna hit an armor class of
97.
4. No, no, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, and that's it. That's my turn. Oh, sorry. So I think I go to swing, and maybe he's jerking around from like being bitten, and his like movement moves the zombie out of my line of attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I crush I eviscerate a brick
yeah, you like
because I'm like still real strong,
3 or 4 bricks just cave in.
Yeah, and I shoot Pleiades that look like, you see that? You can imagine what that would have been like if that was the zombie, right?
Yeah, and then immediately I'm just gonna. I can't fire missiles anymore.
Oh, because you
I failed.
No, you didn't.
Oh no, I didn't. We re-rolled that.
Yeah.
So again, I'm like, oh god,
Yeah!
15 baby, 19. I'm gonna hit. He's got 2 of them on him,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna hit 1 for 6. One of them is damaged already. So the one that I already hit before, I'll hit that one once and the other one twice.
Okay.
So they both will take. One's already at 3. This one's going to take 6. Are they dry
The 2 that are attacking Kalo are wet.
or wet? So
Yeah.
that's going to be what? 3 again?
3, yeah.
Wait, what
Which
did you
one?
rolled a 6?
Yeah.
But then it gets plus
Plus
2.
2, 6, 7, 8, and then half that. 4.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so 4.
All right, so they're going to take 4 damage.
So one's at 7
Each.
and one's at 4.
4.
Well, no, one of them is going to take 2 hits, so it would be 8, right?
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh, that one immediately goes up in flame and
Nice.
dies. Nice.
So then the other one's just at 4?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, remember, it already took 3 damage because I shot at it before.
that's the one
right.
that just took 8.
Oh, yeah.
Because that wouldn't kill him. He'd be at
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
So
Either way,
Yeah.
one of them goes up in flame and the other one takes damage, but it's now staggered, so Kalo has a chance to be rescued here. So Pleiades, you went. Zell, you're up.
All right, so there's 3 zombies left. One has 4 damage, the other's 3, and the other one's untouched. Zell understands that this is not a fight we should be continuing. It's get up the ladder and get out of here.
Yeah.
So is there anything... is this the zombie that's left with Kalo? Mm-hmm. Is this zombie impeding him at all, like from moving?
He's got a chance to break free here. You could help him.
Okay, so I will. Yeah, I guess I'll. I want to grab him. If I go to grab him and usher him towards the ladder, would that be like a strength? Like I guess what I'm trying to do is like grab him and also like push the zombie away so we have a clear
Test of strength.
test of strength. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to run towards Kalo. I'm going to with my falcata arm kind of like nudge him towards the ladder, and then with the torch that's in my left hand, I'm gonna kind of like flash it at the zombie.
Okay, well then in that case it's going to be an attack roll.
Well, it's just to like back him up
Yeah.
because the fire would make him.
Yeah, it's
kinda
going to be an attack.
and he's already staggered.
13. Do I get a plus on the torch? Because I have attack.
What's your strength bonus?
plus 1?
Yeah. So 14.
So 14, and that hits a armor class 4.
Excellent. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it's double damage because it's the undead flame.
Undead.
And that's a D4. Mm-hmm. I got a 4.
Nice. So 8 damage to the guy that was attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Kalo, he's dead.
that's going to bring him to 11.
Yeah, he immediately dies. Yeah, it goes up in
Isn't there
flames.
just like one more alive at this point?
There's one that's untouched and one that has 3.
Yeah.
So 2 zombies left.
So,
Yeah.
so we'll just get
Which
out
one of them
here.
is missing an arm?
Oh, yeah. So
yeah, the one that's untouched. The untouched one is
it's
now
missing arm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna nudge Kalo and say, come on, let's get to the ladder.
and he's like, "Ugh, ugh," and you can see his eyes are already kind of like going over like white a little bit, and you see dark veins going up his.
Almost reminiscent.
I know. I was gonna say it reminds me of what Zell went through.
Wow.
But it's up a lot quicker.
So you get him over to the ladder, and you gotta kind of push him to climb up it.
Yeah, so I'll sheathe my Fakata and I'll kind of like hoist him up a little bit. I
Yeah,
guess.
and his blood is dripping from his arms onto you, and it's pretty awful.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so you guys are moving up the ladder. Right now we have Maeve on the ladder. We got Zell on the ladder. And in between them is Kalo moving up. You two are still on the ground here. There are 2 zombies left. So those zombies are going to attack you guys. Can you roll 1d4 to see if they try to bite you?
Yes. 2. No, they don't.
I rolled a D8 in place of a D4, but it was a 5, so it's not a 1.
Come on.
Please roll a d4.
I don't have one. I don't have one.
You roll mine.
I got one. 3.
Okay,
So it would have
they're
been about a 5 if I had rolled a D8.
just- all right.
Yeah, you average down and you get a...
Red is Tusk, blue is Pleiades. Oh, they both roll 5s. So they just sort of like feebly come at you like, "Rrrr," and you,
I think.
Well, one has one arm, so it's like...
right, right.
I think at this point, the fact that I am untouched, I think they're kind of like, they kind of try to avoid me in a way now.
They don't like you.
Then I don't know why.
Interesting. So, all right. So they come at you. Maybe they scratch against your shield. You bash them away. They're just going after the cleric now. And Maeve, you're there. Kalo's like reaching up towards you. He's losing color in his face.
I'm going to unhook my bola. He's close enough where I can kind of wrap the bola around him and cinch it in a knot.
Like around under his arms.
Under his arms, just like that. And I'm going to wrap that around my waist and tie it tight and use my strength to pull him up.
Excellent. Excellent. And pull him up and out.
Hopefully with Zell kind of pushing underneath him as well.
Yeah. And you get to a point where you find like what looks like some sort of like sewer cap or something.
Yeah, I feel like Kyle's legs are kind of dangling over my shoulders, like almost like what's it called?
He's like what's it called? Yeah.
Not a
A
piggyback.
backpack?
No, when they're on your shoulders,
Like a
you know,
chicken? The
Yeah,
chicken?
like when you play chicken in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that would be called. It's not really called anything. It's just,
It looks like he's just sitting on my shoulders.
yeah, he's on your shoulders. Yeah,
and trying to hoist him
yeah.
up.
And Maeve, you might push that cap open and realize like you're in somewhere in some back alley.
Another
in the middle
zombie
of
looks down.
Gahja'den.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and light finally shines through. And Tusk, you're up.
I exit the sewer,
Yeah,
if possible.
yeah. Maybe you like
Oh, sure.
slam
Yeah,
a
okay,
zombie.
no, I hear you. So, all right. So, both the 2 zombies are coming at me, right?
Yeah.
This is how I kind of my eyes. You see, they go right, they go left. I see the zombies. I maybe do do a backwards roll right as they're about to get to me. Stand up, clonk them together, and then just like climb out.
All right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to climb out of the sewer.
And I look around to be like, did anybody see that? But I don't know if anybody. I assume he's gone, right?
I was still with
he's
you.
with you. He
Oh,
saw it.
great.
I pre-rolled.
So I
my
give you a
next
look
roll.
then, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you saw that, right? Pretty cool.
Fair enough. Pretty sick. I mean,
Fair enough. I mean,
Did you?
I killed.
Do you think
most
it was
of them,
cool when
whatever.
I bashed the zombies again?
All right, great. So you guys climb out of the sewers and you open up into some back alley in the middle of Gahja'den. And it's like nobody ever knew that there was hell brewing underneath your very feet. And Kalo is in bad shape. He's pale. There's blood all over him. And you can see his eyes are starting to turn white.
Do I recognize the area that we're in?
Yes.
So would I know a nearby cleric?
You look around and you realize that you guys are somewhere like outside of the Grand Bazaar.
oh, so we all know the area then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know somebody that can help. Maybe.
No,
Probably.
I think you do.
Yeah,
I think you
come
know
on,
other
you
priests.
got the connects.
All right, so you're gonna have to get him there though, without anybody. Kind of, you can't be carrying this like bloody.
Okay.
Well, is there anybody even at these shops? It's
this
nighttime,
is happening
right?
so fast. I'm like,
Oh, it is nighttime. You're right. It is night. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think there's.
Anyone
there's nobody
there?
around.
Yeah, there's
Just rugs on the street.
Wait, if there's no one around, let's just go.
Yeah.
Well,
What are we doing?
Whoa, it is the Grand Bazaar. It's like Times Square. You know what I mean? Like there's always
Right.
people out having drinks.
Lanterns,
Yeah.
music.
Can I just take off my
food.
robe and just put it over him,
Yes.
and we'll just quickly run out of there?
Yes.
I think you can get away with it.
Yeah, let's just
I will carry him on my back like a little kid.
rippling abs showing out. All right,
Nice.
Let's go.
All right, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh man. Good try.